this video, I want to give you 12 use cases of how you can begin using AI in your business today. This will help you on the parts of your business that we tend to spend a lot of time on and delaying the process of us getting started. So I have used each one of these use cases in my own businesses or helping clients with their business. I'm going to provide you with a list of prompts that you can actually insert into any sort of language model that you have. For this video, I'll be using ChatGPT 4.0, and I believe this is a free version. I do have the paid version as well. So if you are someone who's new to AI, I do encourage you playing around with some of the free models before you pay for one. But eventually, I do recommend getting a more advanced model to use in your day-to-day life. So with the first use case, I am going to jump right into ChatGPT and we're going to do this live together. So it'll be more of an interactive video where I give you the use case and I insert a prompt. These specific prompts, it is my first time using them. However, I've used an iteration of them in the past. So if there are any discrepancies, I will be doing some prompt engineering, which is so important for you to learn, not just as a business owner, but in general, prompt engineering or being able to create well-written prompts is going to be the skill of the future. So let's jump into GPT 4.0. My first use case is to create a whole new brand, whether you're doing e-commerce or you're doing a service, providing a service in person, or if you already have a brand in mind, you can use this to help you create more of that brand image. So the prompt here that I have for creating a new brand is help me create a new brand for my tech consulting business. I need a brand name, logo ideas, a tagline, and a basic brand identity. I have used the example of the tech consulting, and for the rest of the use cases, I will be sticking with this example. So let's see what GPT comes up with. All right, so it's provided me with a few brand name ideas, and the whole point of AI is to help you. It's not going to be the final decision maker. AI still needs human input, and this means that it still needs us to go in and say, hey, I like this or I don't like this. One really good practice to have when utilizing AI is to treat it like a companion. And I know that sounds very weird, but the thing is that you want to talk to it as if you're talking to, your assistant or your manager or whatever role that you want this AI to take on. You want to speak to it in that sense so that it can kind of learn this behavior so that when you ask for future tasks, it'll give you answers based on that language that you've used with the model in the past. So that's just one quick note. So it has a few brand name ideas here: Tech Fusion Consulting, InnoTech Advisors, AI Pathway Solutions, Tech Wave Consultants, Next Gen Tech Consulting. I think I'm gonna look through the logo ideas and the rest of the information here and then decide on which brand that I want to go with for the rest of this video. So let's see. Where innovation meets execution. Okay. Driving innovation, delivering success, your pathway to AI excellence, riding the wave of innovation, empowering the next generation of tech. I think I'm going to go with Next Gen Tech Consulting because in my own business, this is kind of what because in my own business, this is kind of what it's based off of. It's based off not only teaching individuals how they can incorporate AI into their business, but it's also addressing the fact that AI is the future and we want to stay on top of the wave. So brand identity, it has my mission statement, it has my vision, my core values, my brand personality. All this looks really well. My next use case, once we've established our brand and I've selected my name, which I'm going to go with Next Gen Tech Consulting, I am then going to ask the GPT to write out an entire business plan for me. And I know nowadays we don't really need this, but it's cool to have because in future promptings, if I were to come back to this thread here and I wanted to have the bot give me more information about my business, it'll already have my business plan in place. So it can just draw from that. And then we can make edits to it as we go along and go into the next few use cases that I have here. So next use case, number 2, is to write a business plan. So now I'm going to go into my ChatGPT and I'm going to say, I really like Next Gen Tech Consulting. And then my next prompt that I have here for the use case is to help me write a business plan. So I have help me write a comprehensive business plan for my AI consulting startup. So include sections on executive summary, business description, market analysis, organization, product services, etc. So I'm going to have it do that for me and we'll see what it comes up with. So it has an executive summary, my mission statement, my vision. This is also going to be really important if you plan on getting future investors for your business or if you plan on bringing on other team members. You want to have a clear understanding of what your business is about. And again, these use cases don't have to be used exactly the way that I'm using them because all businesses are different. If you're just starting a local, if you're just starting a small business and you just want to get started, you don't really have to do all this. But the fact that GPT can do it for you or AI can do it for you within a matter of seconds is really powerful. All right. So it has developed my business plan, and just at a quick glance, it looks to have all the parts that I need. Again, this is just an example, so feel free to use at your discretion and edit any way you feel necessary. If you find that a prompt isn't giving you a response that you want, this is where the tweaking comes into play. This is where prompt engineering is really, really important. All right. So now that I have created my business plan for next gen tech consulting, my next use case is to help to come up with a business strategy. And this is a little bit different than your business plan because your business plan establishes what the business is and your business strategy establishes how you're planning to get, customers and investors, etc. So now we have business strategy. All right, and my prompt here is assist me in developing a business strategy for, and I'm going to put in the name of the business. Include market analysis, target audience identification, competitive analysis, and strategic goals. One note that I have here that I found to be really useful is if you're comfortable with inserting information about yourself, and mind you, AI is just based on scraping the internet, and a lot of the information about us is already out there. So if you feel some type of way about that, just know that it already has a lot of this information. But however, I'm going to say that if you want better results, especially when it comes to planning out your business, you do want to incorporate some aspects of yourself. You want this business strategy or this business plan to be something that you would actually implement. And let me give you an example of what I mean by this. I know that I am not the type of person who likes short form content. I know that I'm not the type of person who wants to be in client meetings all day long. My actual business approach is to be able to teach people in a large scale basis so that I can have a few webinars a week and I don't have to be bogged down by having meetings every single day because I know that that's just not the type of person that I am and I will easily get burned out that way. So I made sure to incorporate that sort of information when I was doing this for my actual business. So now let's go and let's see the business strategy and let's see what it came up with. So business strategy, market analysis. So it has an industry overview, it has a market trend, it has market opportunities, and all this extra stuff. I think that, like I said, use your own discretion. This is probably a lot more information that I need right now, but we're going to keep going. This is just showing you what you can do with AI, and this is just the beginning. Okay, so now that I've created a brand, I've written my business plan, and I've written my business strategy. Now I want to establish my offer. And if you're familiar with Alex Hormozi, or if you're familiar with a lot of different coaches and consultants in this space, you want to have a very solid offer because this is what's going to allow you to target the right audience. This is what's going to allow you to very clearly decipher what it is that you're selling. I do recommend that you read the book $100 Million Offer by Alex Hormozi because it'll give you the framework of how to establish this offer. It's free on Spotify, I believe. It's also free on YouTube, so you don't actually have to get the book, but if you can, I do recommend it. What I was actually able to do with this offer piece, which is my fourth use case of how you can use AI, I took the structure that Alex Hormozy wrote in his book, and I took the structure that a lot of other coaches and consultants have used, and I created a bot so that this bot follows the step-by-step process of how to create your well thought out offer. And it was able to create an offer for my business, and I've been using it ever since, and it's been very, very helpful. You don't have to do all of that, but that's just a recommendation. So let's get into the fourth use case. So I have the prompt here to help me establish a clear and compelling offer for my AI coaching services. Outline the key benefits, features, pricing, and value proposition. Let's see what it comes up with. I really love this because if you ever had any hesitations in terms of pricing and you weren't sure what to price your services at, this is a really good tool to use. So essentially with this use case, establishing your offer, it provides the key benefits of someone going with your service or your business. So in the case of my AI coaching, I will provide expert guidance, tailored solutions, skills enhancement, and business growth, and then continuous support. And what entrepreneur wouldn't want this? And this is something that I didn't add onto my list, which I'll probably make a whole separate video on. But now that you've established your offer, you also want to establish your core audience. These are the people that you will be targeting so that when you create content or when you create your services, your offers, you're targeting the audience that is going to benefit the most from your services. So the features, what does a customer get when they engage in my services? They'll get personalized coaching sessions, comprehensive curriculum, hands-on training, resource library, progress tracking, etc. So the AI can then go and create packages for you. So for $1,000 a month, your customer can get 4 personalized coaching sessions. For a standard package, they can get 8 personalized coaching sessions, etc. And I think that this is a really great model to start with. And if you're someone watching this video and you were thinking about starting a business and you weren't sure where to start, I think that I would copy this and do this exactly because this is the future. Okay. So value proposition. At Next Gen Tech Consulting, we offer AI coaching services designed to empower individuals and businesses with knowledge, skills, and strategies needed to harness the power of artificial intelligence. And it gives you a call to action as well. I really, really love this. And as I mentioned, if you can do more research into how to present your offer using AI to clearly state what that offer is going to be so powerful because you can then use it in your content. You can use it in your outreach to customers, to clients. You can then create other AI solutions to help you achieve that offer. One of my favorite use cases for this, and I use it myself, is content, social media content. I'm not big on social media, but I do love YouTube, so I do specialize my content to my YouTube channels. My next use case is going to be to create a month's worth of social media content. This can get very specific. So once you've established your offer, you can then have the AI bot to specialize or to specify your content based on your offer structure. So you can create videos that are specific to a service that you offer. So let's get into the next number 5, generate a month's worth of social media content. So let's do that. Generate a month's worth of social media content for my AI integration business. So I'm gonna change the name out. So now that I have the name, so Next Gen Tech Consulting, include post ideas, caption, hashtags, and content calendar. And I want to specify so a month's worth of YouTube social media content. And I think being specific with the social media platform is really important because each platform has its own, unique thing. You want to keep that in mind. So this is my prompt for my next use case, which is to create a month's worth of social media content. And I love that it provides it in a chart format because you can kind of add this to whatever CRM you have. If you're using Notion or if you're just using a plain Excel sheet, you can literally copy and paste this into an Excel sheet and just run through the list. Mind you, you will need to add some additional things to it. For example, like if you want to write a description for your video that is SEO optimized, you can have AI do that as well and just add another column and put that in there. So it not only provided me with a table for the day, the video, the description, and the caption and the hashtags, it also provided me with this written out list here. And again, if you're not satisfied with the results, feel free to go back and rewrite the prompt until you get it to a point where you're satisfied. So this is awesome. This is my content calendar for the month. That's use case number 5. Now let's move into use case number 6, which I really, really like. And what we can do is, so use case number 6 is I want to, now that I have a month's worth of content, let's take one of these ideas and let's write a blog post. So that's going to be something that I use quite often. And with anything like written content, if you want it to become something where it sounds like you can upload a document here using this attachment button the attachment can have your tone attached to it. So this can allow the bot to understand your tone and create content that sounds like you. For the purpose of this video, we'll just go with the prompt, but let's see for next. So I have here for it to write on the topic of the benefits of AI for small business. I'm going to also add that I want it to be SEO optimized and for it to use SEO related keywords. The more specific you are with your prompts, the more specific the output will be to what you want. All right, so use case number 6 is write a blog post in your desired tone. This is amazing, by the way, because this looks really, really good. And now remember that you want to read over your outputs. You want to make sure that the information that you're putting out there is good, is legit. For example, what I mean by this is, see here it says SEO keywords. In an actual blog post, we wouldn't want this included. So just make sure that when you're copying and pasting, you review your content first and potentially remove this. But I think this is cool because if I were to upload this specific blog post, these would be the hashtags that I would use in that blog post to help readers find my posts. So now that you've created a blog post, where are you going to post it? Your website, but let's say you don't have a website. So what now? Now you can use ChatGPT or you can use any sort of AI to help you design a website. There are services out there that will actually design an entire website based on a prompt that you provide, but let's say that you're just using the basics of AI models and you just want something to help you generate ideas on how to create a website. So what this is going to do is it's going to provide you with layout ideas. It's going to provide you with page outlines, and it's also going to provide you with current suggestions and design tips. Now, let's insert the prompt first, and then I'll show you what something like this would actually look like in action. So assist me in designing a website for my AI consulting business and then we're going to say next gen tech consulting. I like to say this in the beginning, given everything you know about my business. Assist me in designing a website for next gen tech consulting. Provide layouts, essential pages, content suggestions, and design tips. So we're going to upload this. And while that's working in the background, I'm going to actually show you what it looks like to utilize this information and put it to work. Okay, so let's see what it's come up with. It says, sure, here's a comprehensive guide to designing a website for next gen consulting. All right, so if you struggle with website design and you don't necessarily want to pay someone else to do it, I do recommend this method of creating your website, because for someone who, I enjoy creating websites. However, I do struggle sometimes in terms of what copy to put or where to put it. So I found this to be very useful. And here's an example of what this looks like. You can either give this to someone else to design it for you, or you can take these steps and you can ask for a step-by-step process on how to implement this actual layout idea. So it says to have a high quality background image, using the headline empowering your business with AI innovation. Headline is this, call to action button, get started, etc. And it actually goes out and builds each of the pages for you. It tells you which sections to have. This makes building a website so much easier. And let me show you what it actually looks like when you take this layout proposal and you actually apply it. So this is a website that I was working on that I basically took what ChatGPT told me to do and I created this website. So I have empowering businesses with AI integration. I'm going to have upcoming webinars, etc. So I basically just took the first couple of steps that ChatGPT gave me and I built out the first part of this website. I added pages and I'll just continue going with this. And this took me a matter of maybe 2 hours to do or less, and all with the help of ChatGPT. Otherwise, I think it would have taken me a couple of days to first of all come up with the concept that I wanted and then actually apply it. So this looks really, really good. And now it also provides you with some coding options. And if you are specifically coding something, you can ask for it to give you a specific code. So if you're using Python, you can ask it to give you the code in Python. This is in plain text, so I could just copy and paste it into whatever website builder I want to use. And if you're unsure of what website builder to use, this is a great question to ask ChatGPT at this point. You can say, hey, I love this idea, but I don't know what to build it on. Given everything you know about my business, which platform should I use? And it'll respond with Squarespace, Shopify, Wix, etc., just based on the services that you are wanting to offer. So that was use case number 7. Now let's move on to number 8. If you are a service-based business or any type of business, really, I think that this is really important because automation is going to allow you to create more efficiencies within your business. It's going to save you a lot of time, and it's also going to make you a lot of money because your customers will appreciate the seamlessness of your business. So my use case number 8 is to automate onboarding or automate any sort of processes within your business that take up a lot of time. So how we're going to do that is, for my business in particular, I'm going to say, help me create an automated onboarding process for new clients in NextGen Tech Consulting. For new clients in NextGen Tech Consulting, include welcome emails, introductory materials, and step-by-step onboarding guide. So this is really useful if you have some sort of CRM or project management software that you're using to capture client information and then run it through whatever process you have to run it through. For example, it says here, okay, so the first step is a welcome email. Welcome to NextGen, and it actually wrote the email for me. That's amazing. It'll include a welcome packet and a questionnaire. So I'll gather information about the client, and then I'll have an introductory call, and I'll have an onboarding email, and then I'll have a follow-up email. So it looks like what it built out for me was kind of like an email flow to help onboard the clients. What I was kind of looking for was something that would tell me, okay, collect this information from the client, have it inserted into your Monday.com or Trello.com, and automate that. You can use tools such as Zapier. You can use Make.com, which is one of my new favorites on automating these sort of things. But for now, this is a really, really great start. I will be implementing this email campaign when onboarding clients because I think it's awesome. And just this alone would help make the business run a lot smoother. So that's one example. And again, like I said, it didn't quite give me what I wanted, but I could always go back and tweak the prompt to tell it exactly what I want as an output. All right, so that was number 8. Next, we have number 9. Use case number 9 is creating a personal assistant bot. Now, this works if you have a paid version of any of these language models or any of these open source bots. But I have ChatGPT 4, which allows me to create any sort of bot that I want. So I would want to create a personal assistant bot for this business that will essentially know everything about the business, 1. And 2, it'll help me with any sort of things that I need to do within the business. For example, if I want to create more content, it'll help me create more content based on what it already knows. If I wanted to send an email to a client about a specific task or a specific service, this bot will be able to do that because it already has all the information it knows. So in this use case, we're creating a personal assistant bot specific to our new business. So now it has given me a specific functionalities of the bot. So it'll help me with client onboarding, it'll help me with scheduling and reminders, customer support, task management, etc. The possibilities are quite literally endless. I think I'll do a future video on setting this up actually, so stay tuned for that. And platforms to use, would I would have specified in the prompt that I wanted to use ChatGPT for specifically. I didn't do that. However, that's one edit that I could make. I also would probably use Make, which is a very great software to use, and I'll link it down below if you aren't already using it. And essentially, I would create this bot that will help automate a lot of my business for me. So it also tells me how to set up the platform or the bot. And yeah, so example conversations that I can have with this personal assistant bot. I'm a new client and I need help getting started. This is great for when clients find me online and or they just signed up and they're not sure what to do. They can interact with the bot and the bot will be able to send them an email on, their next steps. Another use case would be, would you like a reminder before the meeting? Yes, and the bot will set a reminder. So this would be connected to my Google Calendar, for example. And then another great use case is for clients to interact with the bot, and in terms of, can you tell me about your AI integration services? And the bot is going to say, absolutely, we offer this, this, and this. I think this is a great idea. So I would embed this bot into my website that I just created previously in the previous use case, so that potential clients can know what they're going to receive. But also this bot can be helpful for me on my end in terms of helping me run my business. So I would probably have two separate bots, one that's client facing and then one that's internal. All right. 3 more use cases to go. This video was a lot longer than I expected it to be, but I hope that this information is very helpful to you. And if there's something new that you've learned in this video, please share down below what that was and how you plan on using it in your business. If you know someone who could benefit from any of these use cases that I've mentioned above, please feel free to share this video with them. And if you like this video, please be sure to subscribe because I will be going in depth into a lot of these use cases in later videos. So let's go to use case number 10. This is going to help you make decisions. So I have used bots in the past that have helped me make very crucial decisions in my business. One example that I've used, and I mentioned this earlier in the video, is that I have a bot that knows quite a bit about me. And essentially, whenever I have a decision that I need to make, whether it be something personal or whether it be business related, I give this bot information about the choices that I need to make, and it helps provide me pros and cons based on what it knows about me. And this is only information that I've given it. So if you want to keep certain information to yourself, do that. Don't give it information you don't want it to have. But it's helped me so much in terms of making any sort of business decision or sometimes even personal decisions. So the prompt that you can use in this case is here. We can say, assist me in making a decision about expanding my AI consulting business. Provide a pros and cons list and an analysis of potential risk and benefits. So the decision that I want to use here in this example is I want to know whether or not I should offer one-on-one classes or if I should offer large classes. The decision is whether or not I should only offer one-on-one services okay, so I think I'm going to reword this and say the decision is whether or not I should offer one-on-one consultation, if I should offer one-on-one consultations or small or enterprise. I guess the decision or what should I should target individuals. Okay, so this is what we'll do. All right, so in this prompt, in this example, I want to decide whether or not I should target individual businesses who own businesses, whether or not I should target individuals who own businesses or established enterprises. So these will be larger companies. And again, this use case is probably a lot more helpful if the bot knows a little bit more about you and your business. So let's see what it says. And the idea is that you wanted to provide an overall summary so that you can have an idea of what to do. So the recommendation is So it's provided me with some pros and cons of both options, and your job is to read through and figure out which one aligns most with you, which one feels right, which one feels as though it's going to be an easier approach for you. Because the last thing you want to do is to approach a business idea where ultimately you find out like this doesn't align with who I am. And I think utilizing AI can help you overcome a lot of that and kind of avoid some of those feelings in the future. So I think that this decision making option is really useful in business, is really useful in not only business, but your personal life as well. So let's see. All right. So that's use case number 10. And the next use case is to help you do some market research. So this is if you wanted to get a little more specified in what you do. If you're too broad and you want to kind of bring it in, you can use this here, this prompt. Conduct market research for my AI consulting business. Identify key trends, potential competitors, target demographics, and market opportunities. So I would probably get a little more specific with this. So it's not just giving me information, but it's something that I can actually utilize in my business. I think I would say I want to specialize in a specific field for my business. Conduct market research, identify key trends, potential competitors, target demographics, and market. Provide a suggestion to which market would be the best for me to focus on. Okay. So, all right. So let's see what it gives me. And this allows it to be a more of a practical prompt where I can actually take the information and apply it. So key trends in AI consulting, AI in healthcare, AI in finance, AI in retail. So the results of this one are really amazing to me because what it's saying is that if you were to approach this business venture in AI tech consulting, which I will be doing, the healthcare sector appears to be the most promising for this market. And for me personally, I have a lot of interest outside of tech. For me personally, I have a lot of interest outside of tech. So this is where this prompt could be really useful for someone who's multidimensional or someone who has multiple interests and hobbies. I am very tech savvy. However, I do love health and holistic wellness and all of that type of stuff. So this is really amazing to me to see that the healthcare sector is something that really truly needs AI innovation. And I personally will be contributing to this. And I hope that anyone watching this video might get some insights on how they can do that as well. So this also tells me where the high demand and growth potential would be. So in diagnostics, patient care, and operational efficiencies, if I were to consult in this aspect of healthcare, this would be really beneficial to the market. So it also provides me with next steps, but for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to go into that. But let's go into the final use case for this specific video. And there are hundreds of use cases, so I will be making more videos. But for this video, the last one I have here is to help grow your brand. So I'm going to copy and paste this prompt here. And it says, provide strategies to help me grow my AI consulting brand. Include tips on increasing brand awareness, customer engagement, and online presence. I want to take it even further and say to provide me with a 3-month outline of what I should do to make this happen. Okay, I'm so excited. All right, so this is amazing because it is outlining strategies to grow the company. And it also provided us with a 3-month outline of what that looks like exactly. So if you're someone who's very disciplined and you're someone who loves to cross things off a checklist, this is perfect for you because you can go step by step with each one of these things and making sure that your business will grow. And I promise you, if you follow these steps, it will. So it looks like we have a 3 months. So week 1 to 2, content creation, website audit, social media setup. And given the previous use cases, you will have already done a lot of these in order to do things such as optimize your website and your social media profiles. Awesome. So this has been my video on 12 practical use cases that you can implement today in your business to help you save time, make more money, and to grow your business. If you found this video useful, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be making more videos on how you can utilize AI in your business today. Thank you.